Father of mine, tell me where have you been? You know I just closed my eyes, my whole world disappeared.
Good morning.
Dad, how are you?
I'm good, honey. How about yourself?
Never better, never better. What is the day bringing you?
Sunshine.
Yeah, sunshine. And
sunshine.
so now you're in the frame of mind where you wake up, you get the coffee, and you see how many leaves fell, which is going to...
Well, the coffee is gone.
So you're going to see how much work you have to do with the leaves.
Well, you wouldn't believe how much I raked yesterday.
And you got all kinds of machines to pick it up.
And I got all this equipment. I didn't even think about it. Did it all by hand.
Wait a minute. So, you did it by hand even though you have machinery?
I have all these machines, and I did it all by hand.
Because that's what you want to do.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it just worked.
Hey.
That's the way I wanted it to do, I guess. I don't know.
No, you get no argument from me. Anytime you can be out, breathing the fresh air, exercising a little, doing that type of activity, that's a win.
Yeah, it really was. It was great. And in fact, apparently it had dried all the wetness. My knees didn't get wet at all.
Because you get down on your hands and knees to pick them up.
Yes, I was on hands and knees.
Oh, well, that's a win.
Right, gizmo in my hand, raking it.
So wait a minute here. So you're not like on your feet raking? You pick them up individually?
I just raked the ground, the earth.
What, when you're on your knees?
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting.
Yes.
It's kind of
no, Josh says no, I'm wrong.
You stand up and rake.
I was standing up and doing that.
Oh.
He's right.
But you still have to get down to get in the tough spots, right?
I had to do that to load up the stuff in the buckets.
Okay. Nice. All right. You know what, Chris, I'm looking at his comment as we speak, and he says that you have a system down, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, and that's great. Everybody has their own system.
That's right. That's great. Yeah, my opinion of how to do this and all that is not going to be good for you.
Right. Everyone has their own plan.
Sure.
What do you prefer more, leaf pickup or snow melting procedures?
No, leaf pickup.
Okay, that's your
a lot easier.
Leaf pickup is your time to shine.
Yeah, it really is.
Have you ever considered going to your neighbors and asking them if you could earn some money?
No.
You did it for nothing yesterday. You raked Ron.
You did?
I did Ron, just a good part of my neighbor.
Now,
because it moves into my territory, so I did all of his, so it wouldn't.
Right. Now, Ron, did you guys settle that little dust up? I guess there was a problem in the middle of the summer after that storm came through and the tree came down, and who was responsible for it? Did you guys figure all that out?
Yeah, we figured all that. He cleaned it all up. We cleaned ours up, and he cleaned his up. But then again, he bent a whole lot of his framework for his fence.
Yeah. Is he still? He was kind of grumpy about the whole thing. Is he still?
No, nothing was said. I'm sorry and all that. Neither one of us reminded each other that we went through this. So
yeah,
he comes up and sits up there, talk to me and all that. No, we're good to go.
Okay, it's kind of like
guy. He really is a good neighbor.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it's going to be great for the rest of the week. I'm happy, so that I'm happy if you're happy.
Actually, I really don't have any neighbors that I'm not fond of,
What about the one who would go ripping up and down the street on the ATV, and you said you wanted to fight him?
No, I don't even think about it.
Oh, okay. He might be way down the street. We don't need to worry about him.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't let the little thing bother me anymore.
All right, Dad. Sean has a question.
Go ahead.
And Sean writes, Dear Meathead, how does it feel? Not only have you been able to watch your children grow to become adults, but now your grandchildren are growing and adults, and they're having kids. How does that feel when you look back at all of these people?
Actually, I don't give it a lot of thoughts. I really don't. I give the thoughts when I see them.
Oh. Yeah.
Otherwise, they're not through my brain. I think about you quite often.
Yeah. Well.
Once in a while, I think about Jimmy, your brother.
Right.
Brother. I'm not speaking too well this morning.
Hey, no, Dad, you're fine.
But it's just good.
Well, I mean, you have your immediate offspring, of course, myself, Jim, and Norman, and then you adopted children, Michael and Paul, and they all have kids, and now their kids have kids. So all because of you. It's not to mention like Joanne, all of her kids. I mean, there's a lot of people we're talking about
here.
We
have a lot of people. Now, Joanna and I, and who was that we went up? Liz, and my granddaughter, her daughter, Chloe.
Yeah.
We went up, where did we go?
New Baltimore.
We went to New Baltimore all day yesterday.
You did?
Yeah, and we have big lunch over there, and we spent a whole lot of time together. That was great.
Yeah, you see, I love that. That's being that I'm 2.5 hours away from you. I don't have that luxury.
That's what I hate.
Yeah. I mean, when I had the opportunity to move back to Michigan in 2004, I was like, well, this is great. I'm going to be closer, but I'm not that close. I wish I could be right there.
What you're doing, honey.
Right. So, well, all right. Brandon writes, Dear Meathead, me and my wife have been dieting, and a big part of the diet is to quit alcohol because you get it, that's calories. He says, I'm trying to stick to it, but my wife finds every excuse to have a drink or two with dinner. How do I overcome this battle? So he's like, all right, I'm dieting and I quit drinking because that's part of the diet, but my wife's still drinking. Maybe you can offer some insight for old Brandon here.
Well, it really is not an easy task. You're talking to the king of drinker. That was me. 100 years ago.
Yes.
My wife hit the gavel. He says, it's the drinking or me.
Yes.
I mean, this is it. I really was a heavy drinker.
Yeah.
I haven't had a drink over, 30 years?
Yeah. That was a good day when she did lower the boom on you.
Absolutely.
To be sure. Thank God.
You know what? I feel so good. I'm physically in good shape.
Yeah.
Whether alcohol had something to do with it or not, I don't know, but I'm sure it had. I was a heavy drinker.
So he has.
I don't mind announcing it out to the public.
Yeah.
But
no, I was in the same boat. I had the same scenario happen with Diana.
All right.
Thank God. But his scenario is a little different.
The worst damn thing they ever invented.
I'm sorry?
Booze is the worst thing that they invented. The drinking, liquor.
Yeah, I wonder who invented that.
It wasn't me. I just drank it.
Dad, but Brandon, so he wants to quit, and because it'll help his diet, and, well, it'll help his liver, but his wife, she drinks.
Now, which one drinks? Brandon drinks?
No, well, you see, Brandon wants to stop, but his wife, she'll have a glass of wine here and there with a meal. And so he's like, oh, no, that's tempting me. So what do we tell him here?
Have something else to drink.
Yeah.
Coffee, anytime that you have the urge. It's so easy to quit once you make up your mind. What beats you to it? The booze or good health? believe you me, even a glass of wine is not a good thing to have.
For some. I'll just jump in here. And Brandon, since it's you and your wife, and if you're both trying to lose weight and you have to quit alcohol and she decides not to, that is none of your business. You worry.
That's not a good idea, but it's not an item that requires a family argument.
Worry about you. And you know what? Here's what's going to happen. If you're patient and you see the results and you lose the weight, and let's say she's not as successful, I'm guessing she'll want to do it the way you did it if you lead by example. So that's what I think should happen.
Sure. Now, Joanne was trying to say something.
If she has to drink, she should have her glass of wine while she's cooking dinner.
Yeah.
Did you hear what she said?
Have the wine when he's not looking.
Right.
Right. But you know what? Believe you me, if you survive 10 days without drinking, it becomes like a piece of cake from there on.
Yeah, you got to break the habit,
You got to break the habit. And you know what? I don't know if one glass or one bottle helps and all that, because all I did is quit.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
I mean, I was so bad that I was losing up my marriage.
You know who just quit drinking is my brother-in-law, Kevin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was a heavy drinker.
Well, he was consistent, 3, 4 a day, 3, 4 a day, every day. So
No.
he was
That's not a good thing.
he was just diagnosed with early stage cirrhosis.
Oh, my God.
However, the doctor said if you stop, since this is very, very early on, you will live a long life. And the doctor said that a lot of times the doctor has discussions with people and it's like, you have 2 years left to live because your liver's shot. So because he found out and he's taken it very seriously, he stopped drinking immediately.
He has?
He hasn't drank a drop since that doctor's appointment.
Excellent.
All right, now, does the booze stored in your family, in your house?
We removed it all from the home.
Dump it.
Yeah, somebody's going to get a free case of Busch beer.
Hey, you're going to do them harm, so dump it.
I'm going to have him.
Give it away to somebody else to drink it. That's no good.
I'm going to have him autograph it and give it away to somebody on the street.
Raffle it.
Raffle it.
Raffle
Yeah.
it. Raffle it. The cheapest person gets the whole case.
All right, Dad, I got a super serious question for you. This gentleman, Paul, was talking about in the news, there was a story about this one of these mass school shooters who was just sentenced to life in prison. There was a chance he would get the death penalty in Florida, but of the 12 jurors, it has to be.
I remember that.
Yeah, it has to be all 12 have to say, yeah, he gets a death penalty, and only 9 of them said that. If you were on the jury and this school shooter killed 18 people and injured 18 more, if you were on the jury, would you have voted for the death sentence or life in prison?
No, I'd put him in life in prison. I don't believe he ought to take a life. Now, you talk about a murderer, for instance.
Yeah.
He thought of nothing to shoot 3, 4, 5 people. Why should we care for him to live or die?
Yeah.
But I'm a human being that I don't like anybody being killed and all that. But then again, the more I think about it, why should he live when he took so many lives?
If only we had an island to put him on.
Oh, my God. That would solve the problem. Oh, my God.
Now, Dad, do we drop?
I'm telling you,
Yeah, I know.
Eric, think about it seriously. No clothing, no nothing. Whatever he's got on him for the rest of his life, that's all he gets.
Just drop him. Now, do they parachute him in, or do they just drop him off?
Parachute some food do it once in a while.
So parachute the food in, just drop them off like in a boat.
Feed them, don't kill them, you know.
Yeah. And, if in order for them to get off the island, they'd have to swim like 300 miles.
Yeah, and you have a border that'll patrol that, so you don't make any kind of a...
Yeah.
I don't know. They can make something.
A boat. Yeah, he might make a boat out of like a coconut tree or something.
Yeah, anything. I'm telling you, that's the answer. Put them on an island.
That way they're not dead, but they will.
Hey, we send them to prison, feed them, clothe them.
Right.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars being spent for that. Take that money and help the poor.
I love it. Now, when they drop food in, what type of food are we talking about? Like
whatever you think that you don't buy steaks and all that. Beans.
Cans of beans, maybe a can.
Some crappy stuff.
Rice, Quaker Oats.
Yeah, and then you can't send anything down there that they had to cook because you're not going to give them any equipment.
No, screw that. And just make them eat it out of the can.
That's right. That's right. Don't even give them a can because they might find a way to open it. And
right. Just what they need to do is, how like when a plane goes over a field and crop dusts it and puts fertilizer down, they should just do that with beans. Just open the bag and drop them on the island.
Now, I don't know what you do with the women criminals, but men criminals, hey, what the heck? We send them away to a home, feed them, we heat the place and all that. Excuse me.
Have you ever noticed?
What? Give them an education. Are you kidding? What kind of country is this?
Have you ever noticed that when it comes to these really, really, really awful crimes, it's usually a man who does it? How come it's never a woman?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, it's very rare.
Women are more tender.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah, okay. All right. Women are more tender, so they don't shoot up schools.
They don't. They don't. Although we've heard of them that they kill the kids.
That does, occasionally you'll hear that.
Did.
You'll hear that. But they can have their own island.
That's the best way to go.
All right.
I think. Ocean all the way around you, so in case they got in there, they'll drown.
All right. All right, Dad, I've a different topic. Ryan here has just started a very aggressive budget to make ends meet at the house. And he's employed the tactics of a famous person who does this named Dave Ramsey. And he's famous for getting people to like balance their budget and stuff like that. Yeah. And Ryan says, let's see. My wife doesn't seem to want to get on board, and she won't really help with the budget. She hands me her paycheck each week, but gets angry when she doesn't have enough money to go out on the weekends with her girlfriends. I have asked her time and again to sit down with me and look at the budget. Is it time? He writes, these are his words. I don't know if I think he might mean this figure of speech. Is it time for a good old beat down, or should I try a more gentle approach?
You can't beat her up.
That's what I said. I don't think he must mean that. He must mean like a talking to.
Well, actually, she's working for that money, and she earns to keep some of it. She earns the right to do that.
Okay.
And when you're talking about going out what? Going out drinking?
I don't know. Maybe they might go to get a bite to eat or something. It doesn't really indicate. I'll just assume
I think she should be entitled to that.
Yeah, I do too.
If my wife went out there with her girlfriend and started eating something out there, I'm not going to condemn her.
I will say this. I've gone down this road before. If she's not on board, don't force her to get on board because she's going to hate you.
Yeah, don't. You're right. I agree 100%.
I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I guess you're just going to have to figure something out. You're going to have to pivot, as they say.
Well, first of all, that's her money. She can spend any way she wants to. There's no way in hell I'm going to tell Joanne the money you're earning Oh, listen, you got to keep it here for the household budget.
Oh, she wouldn't. I mean, she's smart enough to know what she's doing with her money.
That's right. She handles that.
Yeah.
I don't even see money in my home.
No. And hey, we're on the same page, Dad. All right. Let's see.
What did you say, Joanne?
You have your own money to spend.
Well, Joanne says I have my own money.
Yeah,
to
of
spend,
course.
which is true.
Of course.
And by the way, I get that all kinds of money. I got a wallet full of money. I give it to the kids. I give it to somebody else. I occasionally will buy something that I really like.
Yeah.
Maybe a pencil or something. You know? I'm just thinking, I don't spend money at all.
So let me get this straight. A splurging item for you is a pencil?
Occasionally. That's what I did the other day.
So you might wake up and say, man, I feel like going out and getting myself a new pencil.
I don't do that. I need a pencil when I need it. Then my pencils all run out, then I go get a bunch of pencils maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, go up to the pencil store and get a new pencil.
Yeah. I don't spend money. I don't.
Yeah, okay.
Joanne says I use a charge card, but I don't do that regularly at all.
Hey.
Something I need, I go get it. And then I use a charge card, for instance.
Do you pay the balance off every month?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We do not owe money.
Oh, thank God.
Now that I'm handling it.
Yeah, it's because Joanne's in charge.
I used to spend money like hell.
I'm with you, man. I've been there too.
Listen, there was a time in my life that I owed like $7,000 to the loan company, $8,000 to the loan company.
Oh God, that's a drop in the bucket for a lot of people these days. Yep.
I don't have any money to spend. My honey took over.
Thank God she did.
Yeah, you would have been totally cut off of my will because there'd be no will.
You and I both, we'd be homeless.
Yes.
Nathan says, Dear Meathead, my 12-year-old daughter has been sick all week, but I think she's faking it to get out of school. How can I tell if she's faking?
Faking what?
Faking an illness to stay home from school.
Wow.
Yeah, how does
Is she really sick?
Well, he doesn't know. He thinks she might be just faking it in order to get out of school. What is he? What do you suggest he does or do?
Well, first of all, you should not keep her home. If you think it's a fake, well, take a temperature or do anything. If she's got no fever or nothing, you tell her, hey, listen.
Yeah.
You're not sick. You're going to school. That's all there is to it.
Give her a pregnancy test.
Did I ever what?
Nothing. Never mind.
I know why she don't want to go to school.
Wait. Joanna says what do you say?
Why she don't want to go to school.
Yeah. Well,
you got to find out why she doesn't want to go to school.
It's just a theory, so I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she's being bullied at school.
Maybe, man. Boy, that's tough. I'm glad we're out of that phase. Okay. All right. I think I'm good. You got one more thing. I just had a person that I connected with who I believe it or not, went to high school with in Warren. And so,
high school with you?
Yeah. So when I was a kid, and she listens to the show, and one of the things she pointed out was one of her favorite all-time things is the time when you've told the story about when you punched Fouts in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I think she still lives in that general area, and she knows who Fouts is because, like I said, he was a councilman. Fouts was a councilman for years before he became mayor of Warren.
Is he now? Oh, is he the mayor?
He's been the mayor of Warren forever.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, you broke the guy's face.
He used to be good looking.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, anyway. Okay, well, you guys are the best. I love you very much, okay?
I love you too, honey, and you say hello to your dear wife.
I shall.
And, I don't want to wait a week to see you.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. Hey, and Thanksgiving's coming. Thanksgiving it'll be here before you know it. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
I actually forgot. I'm sorry?
And a wedding.
And of course, well, Jesus, that's even before Thanksgiving, the wedding. Jeez, I what is wrong with me?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Dad, I wrote down some notes from today that I like to go over these. Joanne hit the gavel. Women are more tender. And
Well, they are. That's very obvious.
no, these are key points. And then the final one, the revelation about you: when you want to splurge with your money, you go buy a pencil.
Well, that's what I did last summer.
I know. I love
did
it.
Pencil. If I need a big ticket item, I'll either tell her or just go get it anyway.
Dad, I can't wait to bring you some pencils.
No, I don't need them. I got pencil.
I know. All right, I love you guys.
I love you too, honey. Say hello to your sweetheart.
Will do. Okay, see ya.
Talk to you when I see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And the cats in the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, don't